Once again, your anime lineup is about to get a serious upgrade because 2026 is almost here, and studios are dropping heat non-stop. From bullied outcasts to powerful demon kings, these returning series are ready to reignite your obsession and take you on magical, action-packed journeys you won't forget. So grab your snacks, clear your schedule, and let's dive into the top 10 Isekai and Fantasy anime making their epic return. Starting things off at number 10, we've got a special episode of I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World. If you missed the first season, here's the quick version. Yuya was that kid everyone bullied until he found a door to another world, got some absolutely broken powers, and turned into peak wish fulfillment. New body, new confidence, and a new life. Basically the biggest glow-up anime's ever seen. Now, this special episode brings him back for more. Things start off chill with a summer vacation vibe, but don't let that fool you. There's some real chaos waiting once the action kicks in. It is set to drop in March 2026, and if you liked the first season's mix of heart, power fantasy, and a little fan service here and there, yeah, this special's right up your alley. At number 9, we've got Welcome to Demon School Season 4. If you haven't seen this one yet, it's basically about a super kind human kid who accidentally ends up adopted by a demon and sent to a demon school. Yeah, it's as chaotic as it sounds, but also way more wholesome than you'd expect. Across the first 3 seasons, we've watched him grow from a shy, terrified kid into a confident student who's earned respect in the demon world. Now, Season 4 is set to bring back that same chaotic school life with a fresh twist, new challenges, and plenty of the comedy and heart fans love this series for. Season 4 is officially set to premiere in April 2026, and it looks like Aruma's school life is only getting crazier from here. At number 8, we have From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman Season 2. In Season 1, we followed Beryl, a middle-aged sword instructor living his chill life in a quiet village, teaching kids how not to chop their own hands off. But out of nowhere, his former students, who all grew up to be elite knights and powerful wizards, drag him back into the capital, claiming he's some legendary master swordsman. The thing is, Beryl still thinks he's just a regular old guy with decent form, even while casually outclassing everyone around him. Now, Season 2 is stepping things up. Bigger political conflicts, stronger enemies, and way more people worshipping the humble bumpkin, who's built different but refuses to admit it. It is officially set to premiere sometime in 2026, and trust me, this one's going to be another cozy, action-packed ride. At number 7, we've got Trapped in a Dating Sim Season 2. In Season 1, we followed Leon, a regular office guy who gets reincarnated into a brutal dating sim where women rule the world and men are just background characters. But instead of keeping his head down, Leon decides to break the system with his cheat powers, a sassy sidekick, and the kind of arrogance that somehow makes him both hilarious and unstoppable. Now in Season 2, he's heading to a new country, which means new characters, new politics, and of course more chaos that he definitely didn't ask for. Expect Leon's usual mix of smug comebacks, overpowered moments, and plenty of why am I even here energy. Season 2 is expected to release around mid-2026, so get ready, because the world's most chaotic mob is back in action. At number 6, we have Chained Soldier Season 2. Season 1 threw us into a world where women gain powers from magical peaches, and our guy Yuki somehow ends up as the only dude in an all-female military squad, under a commander whose power literally turns him into her slave. You are right, that's about as wild as it sounds. Between monster fights, chaotic team dynamics, and a reward system that got way too close for comfort, the show mixed action, comedy, and fan service like a pro. Now Season 2 is picking things up right where it left off, with bigger battles, new commanders, and way more chaos for Yuki to deal with. Mark your calendars for January 8th, 2026, because this series is about to crank everything up a notch. At number 5, we've got Moonlit Fantasy Season 3. Previously, we followed Makoto, your average high schooler turned hero, only to get tossed aside by a self-absorbed goddess. But instead of sulking, he built his own path, full of humor, chaos, and an army of loyal, overpowered companions like dragons, spiders, and all kinds of wild beings. Together, they turned the wasteland into a thriving haven for outcasts. Now, in Season 3, Makoto's story stretches far beyond the wasteland. Expect brand new territories, weird encounters, and the same unpredictable charm that makes this series such a blast. Moonlit Fantasy Season 3 is slated for a 2026 release, and you already know it's bringing more laughs, epic battles, and that signature craziness fans can't get enough of. At number 4, we have The World's Finest Assassin Season 2. In the first season, we followed Lug, a master assassin reincarnated into a magical world with one impossible mission: take out the hero. You know, the one who's supposed to save the world but might also totally lose their mind and destroy everything instead. Using his past life knowledge, assassin skills, and a clever cover as a merchant, Lug navigated a deadly world while gathering allies and building the tools he'd need for the ultimate kill. Now, in Season 2, Lug steps up his game. He's getting closer to the hero, learning their strengths, weaknesses, and secrets. There's no trailer yet, but Season 2 is already confirmed to be in production, and fans can expect it to premiere sometime in 2026. At number 3, we've got the Eminence in Shadow, Lost Echoes. If you thought Sid Kaganu's story had reached its peak, think again. From the outside, he's your average background student, but secretly, he's the mastermind behind the Shadow Garden, sparking chaos and taking down cults like it's a casual hobby. Now in Lost Echoes, Sid gets transported back to modern-day Japan, but it's a post-apocalyptic version of his world. Ruined cities, dark secrets, and another version of himself, ready to test him like never before. While there's no official release date yet, it is expecting to premiere in late 2026. And if you loved the mix of insane strategy, over-the-top action, and hilarious mastermind energy, this one is going to deliver in spades. At number 2, we have the Apothecary Diaries Season 3. If you're just jumping in, this story follows Mao Mao, a genius girl who's been solving palace mysteries, outsmarting everyone, and handling poisonings like it's no big deal. Now in Season 3, our girl is stepping into a whole new world, tackling tricky plots, unexpected dangers, and plenty of surprises, all while keeping that slow-burn romance simmering in the background. And here's the highlight. Season 3 is coming in 2 parts, with the first premiering in October 2026. And if that's not enough, there's also an original movie hitting December 2026, promising more poison, unexpected twists, and plenty of touching moments. Taking the number 1 spot, we've got Cliffhangers Season 2. Season 1 gave us one of the most unique twists on the Demon King story. Instead of ruling through fear, Cliffhangers chose to walk among humans to understand them. From destroying kingdoms to raising a human child, his journey turned from vengeance to something unexpectedly human. Now in Season 2, things are about to get even more interesting. Taking on the role of a royal magic instructor, Cliffhangers finds himself tangled in human politics. With fragile peace hanging by a thread, this next chapter promises more emotion, mystery, and even grander battles. Cliffhangers, the king of magical beasts and the legend of the false hero, is expected to premiere in late 2026 or early 2027. And if Season 1 was about discovering humanity, Season 2 is about testing it. So that's everything for today. If there's a sequel here you've been waiting forever for, tell me which one it is in the comments. And if this kind of content is your thing, consider subscribing so you don't miss what's coming next.